Hi there, this is Stephen Barsana from Manila, Philippines, working as a remote QA engineer for SetSchedule for today's Meet Your Developer. So, a QA engineer or a quality assurance engineer is the person responsible to making sure that a product is in its tip-top shape before it gets released. It is vital in the software development lifecycle or software processes to have a QA and to actually do quality assurance to a product to avoid redundancies. We necessarily nip the issues in the bud before it grows. The core process for QA mainly revolves around three things, which are interaction, planning, and execution. My daily responsibilities also mainly revolve around this three. So let's start with interaction. So for interaction, I get to talk to the owners, the product owners, and the stakeholders as well, and then to the developers, the designers, and also the end users. In here, I get to go around the documentation and know the pain points of the product, as well as the technical aspects and limitations that I will then convey to the devs so that they can plan ahead with their development. In planning, our team devises the best methodology of testing to use, as well as the test case creation and the scenario creation in line with the developers so that once they are done with their tasks, we can go ahead and test them. In execution, we use the methodologies that we've come up as well as the scenarios that we've created and the test cases and run them against the tasks that our developers have done in order for us to verify if it is correct and bug-free or if it needs revision and such. Now that you had a glimpse of what the QA process is, you may now have an idea of what my day-to-day looks like or what my day-to-day responsibilities are. It first starts with the very boring reading of the emails. This is where we get the bug reports, personal emails and such, and like the progress of each of the tickets that we've been handling. Next is we try to skim through our board or task board, wherein we try to see also the progress of the tickets that were made by the devs and the tickets that we've run through or executed, as I've mentioned earlier. Next is the ad hoc tasks. It varies from day to day. It mainly involves exploratory testing on different devices and also specialized testing like smoke testing and such. And the last would be chit chat chit chat with the team, or as I've mentioned, interaction. This is where we try to catch up, talk about what has gone through the day, what are our goals for tomorrow and such. QA or QA testers, as we're called, do not make software, but we make them better. This is my mindset coming into work and also doing work. Back in college when I was still taking up college degree, I did side hustles, especially with beta testing. I played tons and tons of games on the PC and Xbox and PlayStation. So I think that's where I got the knack for testing and QA testing. So you don't necessarily have a clear-cut path when it comes to QA or when you want to become a QA. What you actually need is the drive or even the curiosity as to why stuff works and why stuff doesn't work. And B, you also have to have a keen sense of detail, because it may sound as cliche as it gets, but the devil is also still in the details. So one of the challenges that I get as a QA is the ever-evolving technology. I mean, people say that our jobs will be taken over by AI or by computers in the next 10 to 15 years or so. And at this point, automation, or like our counterpart, automation testing, is like becoming a norm. So my take on that is that let's not be afraid, but try to harness it and learn from it. I mean, at the end of the day, we are still the ones that will code it, test it, and let's use it on our side and on our disposal to produce a better quality product, and to also use that skill or use that upskill in future endeavors. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is that let's not be afraid of technology, but let's try to learn from it and let's try to harness it. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. So again, this is Stephen Barsana, QA Engineer of SetSchedule. Thanking you and goodbye.